welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. Today's video, I'm going to be walking you guys through my 2025 reading journal. I recently uploaded a video walking you guys through my 2025 actual digital planner, but I also have a digital reading journal. So if you're someone who is starting out reading and you want to journal and document the books that you're reading, be sure to stay tuned. My planner is from Etsy, also from another creator on Etsy. So yeah, if this is something that you're interested in, keep on watching. We're gonna dive into it. So taking it back, I started reading in April of 2024. I only read one book. I think I read one book in April, one book in May, and then starting June, I was like, okay, let's see if I can read 3 books. Then I upped it to 5, and I'm ending the year with over 50 books. So around July, August, somewhere there, I don't remember what it was that made me say, wait, what if I get a reading journal to document the books that I'm reading? Maybe I saw a post somewhere, I don't remember what it was, that caught my attention. But it took me to Etsy to look up a book reading journal. I found one and it was under $2. I was so excited. I didn't really know how to use it, what to put in there, nothing. But it came with a pretty decent guide. Like it was like, okay, you have a library, you have a bookshelf, here's your book review. So you add like a picture of the book cover and it will tell you put the author, when you started it, when you finished it, how many pages, your summary of what the book is about, then your book review, and then it has this little bottom section where you can put pretty much anything else and rate the book and all that stuff. I'm going to show you guys what my first review looked like. I literally didn't even know what I was doing, but after doing like 1 or 2 of them, I took to YouTube University, like where I'm at right now, and I looked up reading journals by Black creators, and I started to see a couple of the girls, and I was like, whoa, whoa. And I also went to TikTok, and a couple of these creators, maybe I went to TikTok first. I found them on TikTok, and then I was like, I need a longer explanation on how they come up with their journal spreads. So I've never been the girl who does scrapbooking or journaling or what do they call it? Junk journal. There's so many terms for it now of ways you can journal and stuff like that. Or you can actually have a physical book journal. But I'm a digital girly. You guys know that. Digital me all day. So anyways, after watching and following a couple of those creators, one of them is Danielle. I forgot her last name. I will include all their names. I know Danny Reading Journal, and then you have Danielle, and I get them all mixed up because you have, I think Danielle is Planner Sentiments, and then you have Danny who has her own business as well. They post on YouTube, they post on TikTok, on Etsy, they sell their planners and their journals and stickers for those journals. So that took me down the rabbit hole of reading journal, and I remember the first time I sat down at my desk and played with my journal. I was like, this is so relaxing and so therapeutic. I have found a new hobby. Now, I haven't even completed all of my journals for 2024. I need to spend a couple days just finish updating. The hardest part for me for reading journals is finding all the images that relate to that book. So when you're reading, and what I started doing now, I will just open up my notes app, and I have a running list. And let me show you guys real fast. I started now having a running list, but pretty much I'll just open up the notes app and I'll put the title of the book. I will write down the female character, the main characters, the male, the female. So for example, this first one was Rugger by Gray Uppington. It's part of the Grey List series. That book was The Huntress. The male, his name is Sam, aka Sunny, and her name obviously is Rugger. So those were my only couple like notes on the book. And then a song that came up in the book was Take Me to Church and a Chris Brown song 2012. So any songs that they mentioned in the book or a song that you thought about while you're reading the book, those are good to like write down and have so when you go to do your journal entry, you have a couple little things. Another thing I wrote down was their Christmas together. That was like a highlight, just him gifting her things for Christmas. He was like, she's an assassin. So he knew she's not the type of female that are into bags and purses and that type of stuff. He got her guns. And to me that was just so thoughtful. So Christmas they spent in a cabin. There was something about a saxophone, and funny enough I don't even remember what it was about the saxophone. Did she play it or he played it for her? Something like that. But what I'll do is I'll just grab a picture of a saxophone and just put it in the spread. I need to finish that up like immediately. He got her gifts, and I wrote down Dirty Martini because that was like her favorite drink. So I'll incorporate that into the spread. So that was one book, but that's pretty much the process for me doing a reading journal entry is write down the book, the author, when I started it, the female character, the male character, what the book was about. Was it fake dating? The male character in this other book was a boxing gym owner, so I put that down. They went to a bowling alley for their first date. They went to Cedar Lake, and they had a wedding dance. So those were the things that stood out to me as I'm reading. So when I go to like look up images, I'll look up things related to that. So that's the gist of reading journaling. I just find it so relaxing, and it's like a way for you to dump everything that is on your mind when you read a book. So before I move on to my next book, I want to dump everything that stood out to me for that book. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the camera around and I'm gonna show you guys one or two of what my first entry looked like and one or two of my favorite entries that I made this year. And then I'm going to go into the 2025 reading journal that I bought. I went ahead and bought mine from, is it Planner Sentiments? I think that's her name. Like I said, I keep mixing up the girls, but I'm pretty sure, hold on one second, let me see. I'm trying to like pull up my Etsy real fast. Hold on. Because I be forgetting what I buy. Purchases. So, dark mode. That's the planner. Dark mode reading journal. Oh. so my 2025 reading journal is from Adaptive Planning. This is where I say I get the girls mixed up because I have adaptive planning. Adaptable. I'm mixing that up. Adaptable Planning. Her name is Danielle as well, or Danny. And then Planner Sentiments. I get a lot of my stickers, and I also got a little template because I liked a couple of her pages from her reading journal that I can put into my reading journal, if that makes sense, because we are getting creative over here. So yeah, I just liked that Adaptable Planning. Her reading journal is so aesthetic and it just fits my vibe of what I want my reading journal to look like. I also got my journal in dark mode this time because they just started doing like dark mode, light mode. I'm a dark mode girly. Like if I can turn everything into dark mode, give me dark mode all day. Dark mode when I read, dark mode journal, planner, like I want everything to be dark mode. So I loved her aesthetics for her planner. And like I said, Planner Sentiments is another Danielle. I love her templates and what she came up with as well. So I'm going to be incorporating both reading journals into one, if that makes sense. So I will link everything down below. I will link the Etsy shops, their names, and all the things. So let's dive into it. Alright guys, I hope my audio was pretty good because I just realized my mic wasn't turned on. So we're gonna go back to the front and pretend like this is part. So this is the front of my journal. Think of it like books on your desk. So I have my 3 journals on my desk, this envelope, and this trash, and these paper clips. Everything is clickable and take you to a different part in your journal. Honestly, if I press on the first one and it doesn't take me where I need to go, I just press on the second one and I just press till I get to where I want to go. But I'm sure over time, over the next month, I'll get used to where everything is at. And if you press her little logo at the bottom of the desk, it tells you what each thing is. So library, months, series, templates, collection, did not finish. So this is like a trash can, the books you didn't finish. This is your bookshelf, your journal, your mini book review. So we're going to start with library. So the library section is where you put all the book covers of the books you read and what their ratings are. So it tells you right there, insert an image. I screenshot every time I start a book. I take a screenshot of the book cover, or you can open up Google and find the book cover and just save it to your device, and then you just add it into here. I will do a spread once January starts. I will do an example for you guys, but again, that will not be a tutorial. I will leave that to the professionals. This is just me playing in my book journal. So you insert the image of what the book was and what your ratings are, and this is like your library. So it goes on for pages. I think you can fit, I forgot how many books she said you can fit in here, but yeah, it's just your, I'm trying to get back to the book library, hold on. So yeah, this is just your library of books that you read. So first you'll see the cover sheet. Let me, hold on 1 second. Oops. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. So here's my 2024 library. So let's see. It comes with 20 pages and each page hold 12 books. I am on page 4, I believe. So this was page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, and I started page 5. So I've read 40, I'm on like 52 books at this point. So this is what, I haven't even filled out all the ratings. As you guys can see, I was doing really good putting in the star ratings, but that's something I can fix real fast, copy and paste. So this is your book library. So let's go back to the new journal. And then the second paper clip is your monthly pages. So all your months and dates are on here. I'm gonna start with January. So for January, I'm just gonna decorate this page just like I would in my regular planner. I like to decorate this, and I'm gonna show you guys an example. And then at the bottom it has to be read, so whatever is on my TBR for the month, I'm probably gonna put pictures of those books down here, like their covers. And if there's any new books coming out in the month that I want to read or I'm excited about, I'm gonna put that there. So hers is slightly different from the old journal that I have, but I like that idea. So over here in my old journal, go to monthly, go to reading tracker, and this is how I decorated my December reading journal. So this I had to like make myself, but with hers it already comes laid out. I just have to decorate it. This I had to go to like Google and find a calendar and create this. So December, it's all Christmassy. You decorate it, make it look cute, put in all the dates, and I'm using this to kind of track my days that I used to read that book. So, and that is an idea that I got from one of the Daniels. I don't even remember which one, but you'll put like highlight from the 1st to the 5th because that's how long it took me to read that book. So this is what that looks like. And then at the bottom, I had created a bookshelf with all the Christmas books that I was hoping to read. And I've read 1, 2, 3, 4 of the books on the shelf, and I'm probably going to start listening to this one today. So yeah, that is and here's my November spread. Didn't really do too much decorating here, but I used it to track what I was reading. October, same thing. That's where I started learning how to do this. So this was like October, I got the idea of highlighting how many days it took you to read the books. So yeah, so go back to, okay, so let's go back to this. So that's what I'm gonna do here. And of course you have all the months there. And let's go back to the front. Third paper clip is your series library. I don't know how I'm gonna do this yet. You can put like the first book in the series at the front, but I think I'm gonna do what this creator does. She kind of stacked the books, so it looks like there's like 3-4 books here, and then you can put the ratings of the series overall in here, and then when you click on that, it takes you to the series overview. So then you can dive into more about the series, like what's the name of the series, what's the author, the genre, the start date, end date, publish dates, how you listen them, what was your overall ratings. You can list all the books in the series here, which I love. What are my thoughts on the series, or summary of the series, and then a couple quotes about the series. And the thing I'm learning about digital journaling, let's say I don't want to fill out this right here, favorite bookish thoughts, but I want to make this little section like my what do you want to call it, like a tropes. Let's say I want to make this little section tropes, so I want to put what this series tropes were. I can just cover this and make this into something else. I can cover this whole section and just freelance how I want it to be. So you don't have to write what these little boxes stand for. You can make this page whatever you want, and that's what I like about that. The next paper clip is your template. So she has like a reading log, book list release, book cover release, 5-star reads, to be read, library book tracker, which I don't really get books from the library. For the people who get advanced readers copy, hey, maybe that will be me in 2025. Your favorite quotes from all the books, battle of the books, and book subscription. So let's click on reading log. So reading log is just, you can list out all the books you read. Yeah, so you can list out the books, and you can duplicate the page with just the book you read, who was the author, how many pages, and your overall rating. So if you want your book list to be in a list form, that's a great book list. And then right here it says book list release. So books that are coming out that you're excited about. Right now I'm excited about the Kennedy Ryan Can't Get Enough book, so I can write it right here, when it's being released, who's the book and author, what genre, how much it costs, and what format. So I'm gonna get it in, definitely get in the physical copy. So yeah, that will be right there. And then book cover releases. So I'm learning that a lot of the authors, they release the cover weeks before they release the book. So whenever any of my favorite authors release book covers, I can grab it and put it right here. I'm definitely going to be putting Can't Get Enough here. I don't know if I have a copy of it on here. Let me just check real fast. She released it a couple months ago. Yeah, I don't even think I have it on here. Yeah. But yeah, if I did, I would put it right here right now. This one is your 5-star reads. This is the books that I cannot stop thinking about. So I will put them right here for 2025. This is a to be read list. I know it's pink, so there's a lot of glare on there. But I decided to write in here early because there's so many books I want to read, guys. Insane. And these books are all out already. This is not even the books that are coming out. So I decided to write down all the books that I've been saving and thinking about, where all the creators been sharing, and just start writing down the books I want to read. At the top of that list is Demon's Dream by L. Kaysen. It's 700 and something pages, I believe, 600 or 700 pages. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it on my Kindle or on the Kindle app, and once I read it, I'll just tick it off. So this is a running list of books that I want to read. I already duplicate the page, and I'm on page 3. I'm on page 3 of this, and I'm probably gonna make another page so I can keep going. So this will be my running list of books that I want to read. A lot of them, they're just divided up into multiple books, but I wanted to still list them out so I can keep track when I read them. So like Capri, there's 5 books of Capri. So I wrote them all out so that when I read each one, I can tick it off. So my TBR is very, very, very long. So that's that. And then so I already have 4 pages, and then this was the library book tracker, so you can put the book borrowed, when you gotta return it, and once you return it, you sign that off. Advanced reader's copy, once you read it, you can sign that you reviewed it. Favorite quotes overall from all the books. I'm gonna try to remember to write or extra highlight the quote that I love the most, so that when I go to do this, I'll remember, because I can't think of all the books I read and what my favorite quote was right now. Battle of the books. I think this is super fun. I'm excited to do this. So what it is, you'll pick your January book, you'll pick your February book, and out of those 2 months, you would pick which one was your favorite, and you'll pretty much move on to this level. Same thing for March. Then you'll go for the entire quarter, which out of those 2 sections was your favorite book. And so that will help when you get to the end. What's your favorite book of the year? I think there was a similar page over here somewhere. Yearly reflection. There's a yearly reflection on this one on my old book of the month. Yeah, so I was doing this at first. April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, I did pretty good. So I just need to put in my December top book. But this one doesn't let you break it down like, okay, from those months, which one was your favorite? Whew, this is going to be so hard. So hard to choose my actual favorite book of 2024. But yeah, that is a cool way to narrow it down so that when you get here, it's pretty much easy by the time you get here to choose which book was your favorite. And also from the book subscriptions, you can put in pages here. Did not finish, that's the trash can from the front. So if I'm at the front here, I can just click on the little trash roll and it will take me to the do not finish section. You can put a copy of the book cover and the reason you didn't finish it right there. Love that. And then it goes into all these notebooks that you can fill out. So go back to the front. This is your collections. I don't know what's the difference between the collections library and the series library, so I'm gonna rewatch her video to try to better understand that. But overall, everything else looks good. I wanted to mention, like, including, I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I'm going to be putting pages from another creator into this planner, and I'll show you guys what I mean by that. So let's go back to, so this is the short review library. So I'm going to be using this for my shorter books, anywhere from 50 pages to 120. If the book is short and I didn't really have a lot of like thoughts to write down, I'll just put a cover, the cover of the book, a brief thing about it, and you can put your thoughts here. If you want a more in-depth review, you can just click on that and it will take you to like the full book review page. So this is what her full book review page looks like. Again, insert a cover, your ratings, all the details on the book, the format that you read the book in. You can put your thoughts here. I like that she left this blank. So I can make this section my book review. I can make this section my book review. I love that she left that blank for you to like decide what you want it to be. And then she has these little sections for you to put your favorite quotes. When I tell you, go check out these creators' Instagram and TikTok, because the spreads they create, off the charts. Off the charts. So that's the review. Okay, so let's say January. If I'm going to plan January, I'm going to do all that. Decorate, put my goals and everything. Okay. So starting with January, I'm going to be filling this out. Like I said, decorate it, make it look cute. I'm going to put my to be read and my new releases here. This is where I added a page from a different journal. So this other Daniel, she makes these templates and I thought her templates were pretty cool. So for January, every book that I read here, their cover is going to go right here. Which technically these covers are in the library, but I also want it to be broken up by month. So what books did I read this month? Their covers are going to be right here. So this way I can keep track of what I read in January, because when I'm in the library, it doesn't specify like those were January reads. So this is where I'm going to track that. I wish it was dark mode, but it wasn't. Then I also like the way she made her monthly wrap up. So here she puts how many books you read, how many regular books you read, how many ebooks you read, total pages, how many physical books. So I put the total amount of books. So let's say I read 10 books for the month, 6 of them were ebooks, total pages, 4 of them were physical books, or 3 of them were physical books. I did not finish 2 out of the 10, and 1 of them I listened to. And I think I've told you guys this before that I have Spotify and I get audiobooks on there for free. So I'm trying to listen to like 1 book a month. That might change as I get better, but I'll put how many audiobooks I listen to. Most read genre is probably going to be romance. I'm a romance reader. I don't see myself going much further than romance. If I do, it will still be like a fantasy romance. It's still gonna be romance. And then my most read author for the month, how many 5 stars, how many 3 stars, how many 4, 2, 3, 1. Oops, let's go back. Woo. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, how many stars, how many books did I buy that month, how many books I borrowed, how many books were gifted to me, the best cover of the month, the best, oh, you get 2 best covers of the month, your worst 2 covers of the month, your favorite quotes of the month, favorite quotes of the month, favorite character of the month, your reading goals that you accomplished, and your thoughts on your month overall. So I love this monthly wrap up that the other creator from Planner Sentiments made. So I end up getting her pages so I can add them into this planner. And I think those were the 2 pages. What else did I get? Where is it at? So these are all the pages that she like sold separately. So I didn't have to get her planner to get these pages. I also like this page that she created. It is the yearly reading goals. So what is my goals for the entire 2025? Why reading is important to me. The number of books I read last year, which is 2024. I'll put 52 or whatever number of books I want to read. I'm about to read about 120. I'm put like 120, 130 right there. And then when the year is done, I can put how many books I actually read. You can do progress as you go through, how many percentage you're at. How are you feeling going into this year's reading journey? I am so excited for my 2025 reading journey. My reflection on last year's 2024 reading journey. And she left this area here where I can just kind of decorate and make this look cute. So I plan on doing that, but I love that page. I don't need to use this page here. That was the one I already showed you guys. This is the review page, but I don't need that. The monthly wrap-up page, book of the month. I think technically I already have this section in the other planner. She also has a mini review page, book subscription page, favorite authors page. Love this. I might end up using this, but I don't know where I'm gonna plug it into my planner right now. And then she has a daily reading log page that I'm also gonna be incorporating in my current reading journal. So pretty much every day that I read, I'm gonna take this off or put something cute in these little boxes just to track that you read every day. And if you don't read every day, you'll kind of see how much you read each day, each month for the year. So I love this page as well. So there's ways to like incorporate other people's templates into the journal that you currently have. So before I close this out, I just want to show you guys one or two of my favorites. I still need to finish filling out my bookshelf for the year and finish writing all the books that I read in 2024, but this is what my bookshelf is looking like for 2024. um this is the library I already showed you guys. uh I didn't fill out much in here because again, I was still learning. Favorites. Oh, they did have a favorite authors in here. Favorite books, favorite authors in here. See, I did start filling it out, but didn't finish. Uh, let's get into the library. So somewhere around, I'm trying to think where. Okay, so this was one of my very first book review. As you can see, I kept the template the way it was. I barely like fill in the little stars. I gave this book 4 stars. It was a friends to lovers. A couple of the quotes, you can barely even read them. And my thoughts was literally one little paragraph. I don't even think I finished it. Even though this was a slow burn, the banter between them kept the book interesting. Seeing her be confident and standing up to her family was very relatable. So that was like my first book review. As you can tell, very basic. Then this one again, very basic. I wrote my thoughts on the books. I put one quote, didn't even finish it. This one didn't do anything. Somewhere here is where I was learning that you get pictures that make you think of the book. So around this section, you can see I have a colored paper here. This was when I bought a set of stickers from one of the creators and was trying it out here. So this little mini book review paper and then the quote paper. So this book was, they went on vacation. So I had like a little vacation picture. She does like herbal tea. So I have this packet of herbal tea. And this cover was like a special edition cover. So I put that in there as well. So here is where I was starting to learn how to book journal. I guess I didn't fill out some of those. Added a little flower. We're making progress. I added a little petal, a little rose. I have my favorite quote sticker, my book review sticker, Guy Falls First. Like, yeah, we're starting to learn how to do this. My book cover has a picture frame. We're making progress. Body count was short, so this is where I say whenever I read these type of book that was only 52 pages, I'm not gonna do a full review. I'm just gonna put the book cover, my rating, and what I thought about the book. So again, another short read, but I was starting to kind of learn. And this one was a physical book that I read, so I didn't do that one. Making progress. Getting a little pretty over here. Same thing here, pretty much. Intrigued by Danger. I think this was the first one that I looked up the most pictures. As you can see, there was a song inside the book, and I literally downloaded that song, and it's one of my favorite songs right now. And it's I didn't mean to fall in love, and I put the little headphones with the little playlist. Oh, you guys can't even see. But right there, I have the little playlist and the headphones and the song. And it was a BDSM book. It was my first BDSM book. So I have like a couple things representing what the book was. It was a spicy read. There was BDSM. There was this collar that he put on her. She wore like a full suit at one point. So that was what I was going for. I was like representing. So see, I read this book back in September, but looking at all of this, it reminds me of what the book was about. Now, start getting prettier. This is where I added like borders to the book. So flowers. I'm learning now what to put in there. Use colors from the book when I'm doing my book review. So the book had pink, orange, green, yellow. So as you can see, it's starting to flow on what this review is looking like. And you just have fun with it. You just have fun. So I start to put like who the MMC and the FMC were, so that way when I look back I can remember, like, the female was Emma, the male was Justin. It was a fake relationship at first, and of course they fell for each other. Favorite quote, she said to him, in a world where you can choose anger or empathy, always choose empathy. This will probably be one of my favorite quotes of 2024 for sure. Love that quote. They were on a lake. They used to take a boat across to get to the house she was staying in. So see, looking at it, I'm reminded of what this book was about. These flowers were part of the book. Just all the things. Do you see the growth? Do you see the growth from where I'm coming from? Okay. Another short read. This was only 84 pages. But look at the process. This was a alternative cover to the book, so I put that there. Didn't put too many pictures, but I have a couple of the quotes. I like to put like a female quote and a male quote. You got the pen sitting right there. You got, yeah, these were more quotes from that book. It's just making progress. Same thing here, learning again. So this was probably one of my first favorites, but it could be better. Again, this one I could use some more images. This one was one of my favorite. It's something about this yellow that does it for me. This yellow, this was Bash and Ryan's story. She was a barber. He was like a tattoo artist. They went on a motorcycle ride. So everything represents something. Represents something. Look at this one. Elevator pitch. He called her Sunflower. They went to a sunflower garden. As you can tell, a lot of sunflowers going on, yellow going on, songs from the book. Again, a female, this Sela and Grayson. So I have pictures representing them. Just all the things. So this was one of my favorite spreads. Cravens, I love the way I added those little dots, polka dots to it. Love the pictures. Another short read, really, really nice. Just right. I just need to insert my book review in here, but the pictures are given, okay? This was my first poly romance. So I have pictures representing pretty much everything in here. Everything tells a story, and it's a reminder of what the book was about. So yeah, this was one of my favorite as well. Release Me. I did a good spread on this one. This one looks good. This one I'm not done with. This one is okay. This is one of my favorite. Long Shot. This blue does it for me. Does it for me. I just love the way this spread looks. This will definitely be one of my favorite spreads this year. But yeah, that's a breakdown of my reading journal entries, and I'm excited to have my 2025 reading journal. So excited. All right guys, so that's pretty much it for the walkthrough of my 2025 reading journal. I'm so excited to document the books that I'm reading in 2025. I will be starting a Bookstagram account, so you guys can follow me over there for all things books. But I will be sharing here still what I'm reading and give you guys updates on the progress. But I want to start a Bookstagram because I need somewhere to put all these thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Again, I will link all the girls down below that I get stickers and journals from. So be sure to check out the description box. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.